How's it going, everyone? Drive FIFA here, and welcome back to another episode of Manchester United All-Star Season 2, episode number 39. So, guys, this is going to be a bit of a quicker episode because we wanted to get all of the international friendlies out of the way so we can get back to business in the Champions League. So, this is going to be a very interesting one and a short one too as well, but as you can see, we'll be facing off against our next opponent, and it's a top opponent too as well. As you guys can see, it's going to be France. Not to mention, guys, we're going to be playing them, of course, on their own turf as well, which means it's going to be even more difficult, and especially with the talent that they have in their squad, it's going to be very hard for us. But nevertheless, Germany is a good team. We've had some good talent in our squad as well, so it should be very even, I think, for both teams. Nevertheless, it's going to be a tough one for both teams, nevertheless, even though we're playing France at home as well. So it's going to be very interesting and hopefully entertaining as well, and we'll be looking to definitely pick up the win and hopefully come away victorious. So for me personally, some of the players we need to watch is going to be, of course, Frank Ribery, players like Nazari. If he plays, Djibril Cissé is definitely a good player, so we need to watch for him too as well. But one of the players we definitely need to keep an eye on too was going to be, of course, Patrice Evra, like to bump up and down that wing as well, who's very much a defender, but likes to go forward quite a bit, so we need to keep an eye on him as well. So as you can see, guys, the lineup for France is going to be a 4-2-3-1 formation. Nazari is not playing, but nevertheless, it doesn't make their squad any less of a threat to us. So it's going to be very interesting to see how they come out of the blocks, if they'll be coming out attacking or if they'll be sitting a little more conservative. Not quite sure, but we decided to go with a 4-5-1 formation. It may look a little bit conservative, but it's not. It's actually an attacking formation, and at the same time we're crowded in the midfield, so they can't dictate the game too much as well. So we shall see if this will play off, and of course hopefully it does. So we jump into this one, guys, and of course it's going to be us to kick this one off, and of course we wanted to try and of course take our time building the game up, try and dictate the pace of the game. And unfortunately, guys, it didn't pay for us, because as you can see in the 10th minute is actually France coming forward, and of course, guys, a bad touch there, as you can see, kind of ricochet off of the player there, and of course they were in, and the keeper there with a huge save, and the second attempt is blocked by Schweinsteiger, which we were finally able to clear this one out. Yes, that was a close one, and the keeper saved us there. Now we'll pick up a throw in the 60th minute. Schweinsteiger in the ball, pass it into Mueller, and look at that one there, splitting the defense. Well, look at this over the top pass. Can we get it in? Oh man, unfortunately we can, and the defender clears that one out. Again, Cruz put the ball up here in the 41st minute, wanted to try and get something to go into the break, and unfortunately you can see he gave it away, but he's hunting the ball down, applying pressure, and of course eventually paid off. Schweinsteiger back into Ozil to Mueller, and look at that strike from Mueller, guys, from outside the 18-yard, and the keeper makes a save. So they're going to cross this one in, trying to get onto it, and unfortunately we couldn't. They were finally able to clear this one out. The keeper there standing tall, and of course you can see them living dangerously in their back line, but unfortunately for us, guys, we couldn't get anything going, and this is how the half ended. So as you can see, guys, we're going to the half. As you can see, they're 0-0 apiece. Not quite sure how I want to look at that one. They definitely had the better of the attempts, or maybe they had some good attempts, but I think we had the better of the attempts, even though we had two on target and 56% of the ball. They had 4 shots, 4 on target, and 44% of the ball. Quite a bit of force going on, but nevertheless, guys, we need to do better with the second half, and of course with possession. So we'll jump into the second half, guys, and in the 55th minute, look at this cross here, trying to find, of course, Royce out on the wing. The defender could have dealt with it, but unfortunately gave it to Royce, and look at that strike there from Royce. What a strike. You see again from the replay, the defender made a mess of it, and look at that save there from the keeper. And Nazir was substituted into the game, so you know we have another threat into the game, so we wanted to make sure to try and get something from this corner. And look at this, guys. What a strike here from Mueller. Look at that. What a strike. It's kind of straight at the keeper, but nevertheless the keeper had to make that one save. And then we cross this one in from the second attempt, and look at this, guys. It falls to Mueller. That man, look at it, just getting past the keeper there. Pretty much a finish shot there into the bottom corner. No chance for the keeper. The keeper, you can see, stretching for days and just couldn't get a hold of that one, so we managed to pull it off. Look again at the replay. Defender gets a touch to it. It falls to Mueller, who hits it one time, and the keeper just couldn't save it. But they came forward in the 81st minute. The man that we wanted to watch out for, Patrice Evra, crossed this one in, and look how dangerous that was, guys. We'll finally be able to clear this one out, and whew, man, that was a close one. And we probably wouldn't be too happy if we gave it up in the second half, especially in the dying minutes of the game too as well. But nevertheless, as you can see, it was a very close game. 5 shots on target, 5 shots on target, and 5 shots for both teams, even though they had a little more position than we did. And look at that, shot accuracy is 100%, and of course Thomas Muller was the man of the match. So outstanding performance from both teams, and you can see it pretty much was a close performance. But nevertheless, guys, as you can see, we'll pick up some bad news. Yes, guys, Darren Fletcher had broken ribs, and he'll be out for 6 weeks, which is not great, especially since we have a big game coming up in the Champions League, which is going to be against Atletico Madrid in the quarterfinals, which is going to be a tough game in itself. Now, as you can see, Gerard there getting a lot of praise in the press, experienced rare debut success, and of course the fact that we also won the Barclays Premier League already too as well is going on very well. But make sure you guys stay tuned for the next episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new here, share the videos, and of course guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.